All right, amigos, I need your help. All right, so I posted my video about Wellington earlier, and I just took it down because it's one thing to say how bad things are. It's easy. Everyone does that. I don't want to be in the business of just saying, "Hey, it's bad, it's bad." We gotta have solutions, alternatives, and I'm not providing any alternatives. And it occurred to me, I said, "Man, I can't just say, look, they suck." All right, well, that's great. What do I do? I don't know. That's what I'm working on. And my man Jeff emailed me that along those lines. I said, "No, I get it, dude. I'm working on it." And my inclination. So we need alternatives. So what we need to find investments that have a track record going back to at least 2000. All right. We need to find investments like Wellington in of itself is going to be easy to replace. There's enough of funds out there that can replace Wellington. That doesn't bother me. Wellesley, on the other hand, it's tough, man. Wellesley is about 35, 40 stocks, the rest bonds. It's going to be tough. So we're not just trying to get growth, because we're just trying to get growth. The index fund is the way to go, man. If you're just trying to get growth, you go index. And that, that's different like Jeremy. Jeremy's still contributing to his 401ks and whatnot. He's 35 years old. He's in a different world than many of us that are, in our 50s and 60s are about to retire. We need downside mitigation. You can't say protection, because protection means you don't want to be in CDs or fixed annuities. Downside mitigation. So when we look at the aughts and the teens, and even to 2022, Wellesley was impeccable relative to downside risk protection. I mean, it's down 22% from top to bottom in 2007 to 2009. It got smoked, but Wellington got smoked 37%. Fidelity Balance was down 40%. My man James, I think, yesterday in the live stream talked about T. Rowe Price. I think, what did he say, Spectrum Fund or something like that? Looked like a pretty good fund. So that was a pretty good replacement there, too. But Wellington isn't the issue. It's the Wellesley, and that's what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm all ears for Wellington replacements, too. But I gotta say, it's not just because this fund. I mean, it's easy to just go to index funds, frankly. That's the way index funds can't be voted on via wokeness. They can't. Now, the purveyors of index funds can take your votes on your proxies and vote for wokeness in shareholders meetings and stuff like that, which is why like BlackRock and Vanguard were pushing ESG pretty heavy. Vanguard stepped back about that a little bit, but at some point you take it the best you can. I just don't want an active management shop that is actively promoting DEI and ESG. That's, in my opinion, that's evil. It's truly evil. It's dividing people, labeling people on their skin color, on their gender, and you can't do that. So I don't want to be involved in any funds or investment firms that actively promote that crap. I do not want to be judged on characteristics I did not choose. Whether or not I can have a baby, whether or not my skin is a little bit less dark as some person of color. It's freaking dumb, man. I didn't choose that. You didn't choose that. I wanted to be judged on the content of my character. Almost like some guy who was taken out by... who was with MLK Jr. the day he was taken out? You know who later became a rabble-rouser? Interesting. Is there anything there? Nah, we'll just say some white supremacist James Earl Ray, or whatever his name is. James Earl Jones? No, James Earl Ray, something like that. But no one cares to look a little bit deeper? Kind of weird. Kind of suspicious. Anyway, point being is, and the rabble-rousers got bank on rabble-rousing. On rousing the rabbles. It's almost like there's a plan set in place, sponsored by the FBI. Oh, that's crazy, Josh. Crazy. Really? This is so crazy. Anyway, so I need your help, man. So we got to figure out some good replacements. And, don't send me a T. Rowe Price that's doing this, that's actively promoting this crap either. And I don't know about T. Rowe Price. I imagine they probably are too, but I don't know. It's one thing to say... ultimately it's going to have to be index funds. The drawback is the index funds themselves did not perform the way Wellesley did. Again, relative to Wellington, I'm okay with that. But Wellesley is a tough one to replace, man. Wellesley is a tough one, and I haven't been in that area of researching funds, especially on the bond heavy side, for a long time. I just haven't. It'd be nice to see some equity or fixed income dominated bond funds that have a track record of outperformance. Literally outperformance on the downside is really where I'm going with this. And I haven't found it. And that's what's frustrating me. I'm like, dude. Like Fidelity Balanced, the T. Rowe Price one. There's a couple other funds and all that too. But again, I don't want to trade one for another if they're going to be promoting this crap. I don't. Now, at the end of the day, they're still investing in companies that are somewhat promoting this crap. ExxonMobil, I mean, trust me. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But the fund managers who invest my money, I don't trust if they're actively promoting this that my returns are the most front and center for them. I don't. At least the companies that are spouting all this crap to get the George Floyd crazies off their back. They're doing it for political posturing. I get it, man. I get it. But yeah, and that can change in a heartbeat. But the fact that money managers are doing this, it's one thing if you're a company. Look, dude, I got to go on to get on if I want a federal contract. I get that. I don't like it, but I get it. But if a company's actively pursuing this agenda via how they invest in companies, I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's ugly. I don't want any part of that. And there are companies that aren't doing it. And there are companies that are being biblically responsible. And so anyway, the reason I took down a video is because I haven't done enough alternatives yet. And we got to figure out alternatives. It's one thing just to gripe and bitch and moan and complain. I hate that crap. All right, I remember when I was at USA, I had a good manager. I liked him actually quite a bit. I had a couple good managers at USA. This guy's name was Chris. He's actually at Schwab now. He was kind of a clown, but he was actually a good manager. He was staying off my back, but he always said, "Don't just come to me with a gripe. Come to me with a solution." You know what I'm saying? And I always respected that because he's like, "Look, anyone can just gripe. I don't want to hear it. Come to me with a solution, then we can talk. But if you just come to me with a gripe, I'm not going to invent your solution to your gripe. You figure it out." I always thought that was pretty good leadership, actually. The guy was. Anyway, there's always some ass kissing in mid-level management, and the guy knew how to kiss ass, but by and large, he was a good manager. That's a fact. So I don't want to just be one of those guys griping without solutions. So I need your help. All right, let me hear what you got. Throw them out there. Put them in the comments. All right, put your ideas in the comments, but it has to have a track record to see what they did in the aughts. Now, again, past performance is I get all that. What I'm just saying is I want to see with my own very eyes. What did they do? The S&P 500 was down 57% top to bottom, VTI as well. Wellington was down 37% top to bottom. Wellesley was down 22% top to bottom. 2008, S&P 500 was down 37%. Wellington was down 22%. Wellesley was down 9.8%. That's the freaking elixir, whatever that's called. That's it right there. That if you can be 2008 down less than double digits, man, I'll put a ring on that finger right now. Just don't tell my wife. Of course, I had no ring to put on a finger because I lost mine playing basketball. So what happens when you hang out with your kids and you play basketball with your son? The ring goes flying off. What are your thoughts? We'll see you.